A certain German Donny decided he can't handle the heat in the kitchen anymore, and he said, I don't want it anymore.
I'm too tired.
Soft.
I haven't got no energy.
Some soft you.
Mikel Arteta's had 4.5 years, bro. What am I expecting? To win. Because I want to fucking win. That's why.
From our perspective, we know you're not going to win it, so we're obviously planning for you.
Liverpool's not better than Arsenal.
We are right now.
Based on
Knock
what?
it up, homeboy.
Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whatever time you're listening, welcome back to another episode of Podcast Pundits. I am your host, Della Strada, formerly the man of many club faces, now officially a free agent.
Being consistent with that.
Very consistent.
Yeah. Well done.
Week 3.
Week 3.
Before we get into it today, there's going to be a lot to unpack. Let me go around the room and introduce the pundits, starting from my left, Strives.
Yo, Strives, man. It's good to be part of the intro, man. Jeez.
You made it.
Yeah, man, I'm always here, man. I ain't missed a week yet. You know the ones there since we've gone live. Arsenal fan, Nigerian fan. Yeah, man. Great week. Great week to be alive.
Yeah, next up, Jerry.
What's happening, my people? It's your boy Joey Nomadic, Liverpool #1 supporter, enjoying life, loving football.
Marley Marl.
Marley Mal here, international talent scout. Fresh off the plane from Milan, scouting my guy Zertsky. What about you?
And finally, Dre.
Yeah, Stray Man. Back on the mic, just as the pundit, which I don't mind. Man United fan, as you already know. And yeah, man, let's get chopping.
Yeah. And yeah, guys, continue to like and sharing. Help us to grow the platform. Yeah. Let's unpack this weekend of events and football. And there's no better place than to start from up north. A certain German Donny decided he can't handle the heat in the kitchen anymore. And he said, I don't want it anymore.
I'm too tired.
Yeah.
I haven't got no energy.
Some soft you.
Exhibit C. Exhibit C in the Council of Merseyside versus Della D.
He decided to call it a day. So, Jerry, as a Liverpool correspondent, let me ask you a question. Where were you? Now, let me take you back to Saturday morning when you heard the news. Where were you?
Friday afternoon.
Was it Friday?
Friday morning, actually, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I was at work. Yeah, so Friday. Where were you and what were you doing?
I was here working from home.
Okay, let's move on. What?
I'm confused, bro.
No, I'm joking. No, go for it.
Yeah, I was here working from home, and then I think I was just scrolling through Instagram, and I see I kept on scrolling past this Liverpool FC video.
Yeah.
But it kept on coming back. And you know when you refresh and it goes away?
Yeah.
Every time I refresh, it kept on coming back 5 times in a row.
Because you broke the news to me still.
Yeah.
I think you broke the news to most people, you know.
Yeah. So I said, let me watch it. Watch 30 first couple seconds, and I thought this guy's going to tell us that he's dying. That's what I thought he was going to say, because why would you do this serious thing? And then it was even worse than that.
This guy is out of control.
He needs. It's worse than that. This guy's leaving the club, and I was thinking, all right. Loads of different thoughts went through my head, but I don't think I was particularly sad. To be fair, I was just shocked. Okay. And then obviously I forwarded it to the group, and then everybody had at it, bro.
Yeah, man.
All these non-Liverpool fans gave it their best shot.
Can I tell you how I felt? Just I know I'm not a Liverpool fan, but yo, man, I've never felt such elation.
I can imagine, bro.
You know when you wake up here and you're just like, yo, I wonder what today's gonna bring. Like, obviously it was the bro Marley Marl's birthday. Big him up as well.
I
Appreciate you, dog.
You know what I mean? But then I was just like, thinking, yeah, I wonder what's gonna happen on Friday. Still, man, like, damn, I got. And my daughter had inset day, and then this news just came through, and I was like, hold on, what? I turned everything down, and I turned this up. I said, what's this guy saying? He said he's leaving. I said, I cannot believe it. I was so gassed. Just like that. But literally, all my cash outs and all my bets with Liverpool fans, bruv, it went up in value, bruv. It went up. Because in my opinion, it's all over, man. It's all over.
When you say it's all over, what do you mean? Do you think Arsenal gonna?
I don't know what Arsenal's going to do. I just know what Liverpool's not going to do. Bro.
Okay, yeah, fair dues.
But what did you think we were going to do? Because
I was thinking, what's going on with this stupid club? Like, they keep winning. The only loss.
I don't think any Liverpool fans have said or think outrightly said they're going to win the league.
Yeah, because you lot are pussies. You're not trying to say nothing with your chest, but in your group,
no, because remember, we've got
if you show me your group, I guarantee that in your group,
100%. I'll show you, bro. But no, because remember, we've got experience of coming this close and Man City beating us by a point, bro.
They're a bit cautious now.
They've done
what is it?
Dance before,
Once bitten, twice shy.
Yeah,
bro. Come on. I know you guys are new to this, but the way you felt, I think it's how I felt when
don't talk to me like I'm new to this. You better have some respect. Remember, when it comes to the Premier League, I've been here, bro. I've won it a few times. What are you talking about?
I'm talking about with a moustache. Have you won anything with a moustache?
I think about I had a moustache in 1998, you know. you know,
I wanted the Indian kids.
yeah, exactly. But yeah, bruv, Della, honestly, that was great news to behold, man.
Yeah,
great news to behold. Still,
it's a relief, but it's all, I like Klopp, man. But it's also a relief for the rest of the league.
Agree.
Why is it a relief though? Because obviously we've only won one title. We're not even your biggest problem.
Yeah, Man City are, but Man City, that's another part of the problem. Pep needs to fuck off as well. When that happens, then let the good times roll again.
Let's stay on track with Liverpool. So, Joey, if when Klopp leaves, obviously we heard about Virgil speaking today. I don't know whether he's speaking in codes. But what does this mean for not so much Virgil or someone like Salah, who's every summer has been flirting with the idea of leaving? Do you think this is his last season as well?
I don't think he's been flirting with the idea.
Not flirting, but there's always talks about he might be going,
Yeah, so that's the thing though, isn't it? Like, what are we supposed to just read into anything the press says? Like, for example, as soon as Xavi, I don't know if you lot are going to announce this, I don't want to be the first to break it here, whatever. But as soon as Xavi was announced as leaving, the stories started coming out about Arteta being linked with Barcelona. There's nothing behind it. It's literally, we have a story. Let's put the story out.
Yeah, of course. But I'm thinking, obviously, when I say there's been talks of him going to Real Madrid sometimes.
Yeah. So,
and obviously, this season, it was talks of him going to Saudi. So now with Klopp going, do you think it's a thing of like he's probably thinking, I've won everything I need to win here?
No.
If a new manager comes, it's going to be depending on who the manager is, it might be a rebuilding job.
Yeah.
And I'm at the stage of my career, but you know what? I've done my bit here.
I think it's like every situation, like even when you've played for a club and your manager's gone or somebody that brought you to a club goes, you're thinking like, why am I here? Like, I don't know what it is, but that's what I expect it to be at every club. When the manager who's been there, like a stalwart for quite some time, people are going to be reassessing their options and thinking, is this club the right club for me now? As it goes, do they have the same vision as they had before? Is it in my best interest to be here? I think based on the salary and how he's been playing at Liverpool, I think he will stay, but he won't stay for too long if it's not going the right way for him.
Yeah. So
but I'm not worried is my point, yeah.
So this team that Klopp's leaving behind, you compare it to the team of that Ferguson left behind at United
for
when he retired.
For what was the guy again?
Moyes.
David Moyes.
Yeah. Now I'm just speaking about the team.
Okay.
And then when Wenger left Arsenal, so as a United fan, let me come to you, Miles. Do you think
Klopp left the team in a better place?
Yeah, then Ferguson done for United
for sure. Absolutely. Man United had a lot of obviously Asian players. A lot of players that were actually just like Zaha, for instance, had just been signed that didn't get to play.
But you had Welbeck in them. A few other youngsters as well.
But yeah, these players they all moved on. I think players like that as well. Like I think that those are the kind of players that fit into the mold of like Ferguson being able to get the best out of average players. And I don't think that
Agreed.
A lot of managers will be able to have that same effect. And obviously Moyes was one of those guys that wasn't able to. But anyway, I still like to say Klopp has definitely left the team in a better position. A lot of young players, a lot of players that are kicking on, blooders like Darwin Núñez, my guy. Was it
my guy?
Your guy, yeah. Oh, your guy now, yeah?
Guy. No, it's my guy, bro. It's my guy.
Hold up. Yeah, big up.
Very entertaining guy.
Yeah, for sure. The Bradley guy, is it Bradley?
Conor Bradley.
The right back.
Yeah.
He's not even a right back as well.
What does he play?
Like all these, I think he's just putting people in positions.
But what's his natural? So what's his normal
He played
position?
right wing for Bolton on loan last season. Bagged a couple goals. You can say that he's comfortable on the ball in terms of dribbling and all that kind of stuff.
What, right wing or right wing back?
Right wing.
Okay.
Yeah. And I think in Northern Ireland he plays right wing as well.
Okay.
But yeah, sorry, carry on with the play.
Yeah, no, yeah. But, I mean, they've got a few players. What's the midfielder guy, Latskin guy?
Curtis Jones.
Curtis
Jones,
yeah.
there you go. Yeah, they've got good players, man. They've got good players to come through the system for sure.
So, Draymond, do you agree with Miles that Ferguson left you in a worse position than Klopp's leaving Liverpool?
Yeah, I think we definitely needed more tinkering. Definitely needed more investment at the time because we still had quite a few aging players as well.
Van Persie was on the decline. As well.
Yeah, people were on the way out, and then obviously Moyes had the job of bringing people in, and then it didn't last well because I just don't think he was at the time a manager of the stature that Man United needed to bring in the right clientele.
I'm just focusing on the team, not so much the manager coming in, just
Yeah.
the team that Ferguson left you guys behind.
Oh no. I think Liverpool's in. I think Liverpool's in a better position. Don't get me.
Bear in mind he's not won the league.
But I would say in terms of if, for instance, Virgil was to leave, or even someone like Salah, I feel like the money that you guys will generate from those sales.
Do you think they'll get money from VVD?
No.
That's a substantial amount.
But VVD's got 18 months left. I'm not too sure how long.
I still
Salah's
think
got.
you'll get a decent amount from him. You know?
That's if he leaves at the end of the 32. I think maybe that's if he leaves at the end of the year.
Like a Saudi, if he goes Saudi or something, you never know
You
these
can get a
days.
30 piece for him.
Yeah.
Like someone like a Bayern Munich will drop a 30 piece.
But even like
What you're saying if he leaves this summer?
I think so, yeah.
No, but I don't think he'll leave this summer.
No, I don't think so either.
But I don't think he'll sign a new contract.
And honestly, I think he will sign a new contract.
You think?
And I think what he's saying is just listen. Basically, I've still got options. If you guys
he's keeping it
want me-
open. He's keeping an open
But at
mind.
the same time, I think they'll be looking to bring the younger centre backs and bring them through to the first team minutes.
Yeah.
He's saying that listen, there's still a lot of value in me. If you lot want me, you're gonna have to pay for me because it's my last contract.
Yeah.
But this is a very important stage of his career because his next contract is most likely his last contract. Obviously, it's very rare
that's
that you
what
have
I'm saying,
Thiago Silvas and stuff like you play to the ages of your.
It's going to be.
and-
Yeah, it has to be his most lucrative financially.
Yeah.
But then I don't know. Like, don't you think he would see value in maybe just going to Spain or maybe going to?
Not
I don't
now.
know.
If he's looking for a big contract, he'll go to like a Germany or a Saudi or something like that.
Well, did Germany pay? Do you think he'll get more
No,
money at
Germany
Liverpool?
don't pay.
At Germany than
He'll
Liverpool?
be Bayern Munich though, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
But Bayern Munich will be the only option.
Yeah.
But maybe they can beat salary wise.
Liverpool don't even pay that much.
We're not the highest payers, but
What league
with the
is
stars,
slower?
They do pay.
What league is slower? Do you think he might go to where the gameplay is a little bit more slower so that
That's Italy, really.
because he might want to still like compete at at high levels. Maybe.
But why do you think slower? Why would he go to a slower
Just
team?
if he's aging, just if he's thinking
I don't think
if he wants to retire.
I don't think that matters.
No,
I don't think that
I
matters.
think he's still very.
He's good. Like I think
Yeah.
I think he will play.
Athletic,
I think he will play at the top level for a while. But I just think like if I'm VVD, Klopp's not there. I don't know who the next manager is. I don't know what that vision of that next manager is going to be. You know what I mean? I don't know if I'm going to align with that manager. I don't know if that manager's going to align
So he'll
with
probably
me.
wait before he signs that contract.
Yeah,
based on the
definitely.
manager.
He won't go. He's just been made captain as of the top of this.
Yeah.
Top of
I was
this
going to say,
season,
but
right?
Joey, in terms of obviously, if Salah was to go, would you go out there and spend that money on one big player, or would you
I don't
reinvest
think we'll necessarily get that much money for Salah either because I'm not sure how old he is and how long he's got left in his contract.
Unless he's going to Saudi, no one's paying the money.
But it just I don't think it makes financial sense to invest in somebody of that age.
Yeah.
It'll be
I
better.
can
off
see
for
him going Saudi though.
But Salah
Yeah,
was
like
always looked like he was always going anyway, really. Isn't it? Salah it looked like he was. I've always in my mind thought that this was Salah's last season for
Yeah,
Liverpool.
and I don't know why though, because there's been no indication for that other than story.
Yeah, that is true. That is true, but that's the indication. Like there was a lot of noise surrounding it, and I feel like it was picking up a lot of pace.
But how does a story pick up pace, like, and then have legs for you?
Obviously,
Because obviously,
it's
like
the
you know,
rumours,
with the
isn't it?
Arteta story, that got shut down quickly.
But did the Salah one get shut down? 'Cause
It didn't get shut down.
I
But then
think that's
Until
probably
the
what it is.
last minute as well.
okay, so
talking about
is that what kind of gives it legs if there isn't
Yeah.
a quick
Yeah,
resolution?
yeah.
It's how many times Fabrizio tweets about it, bro.
Yeah.
So you know if it's got legs or not, bro.
So Strive, 2 years old. Did you think how did Wenger leave Arsenal? The squad.
Squad wise, how did Wenger leave Arsenal? I mean, we were obviously we was a little bit of a decline. We were used to kind of finishing top four, and we was starting to finish fifth, sixth. But I felt like we were still pretty much competitive, top four competitive at least, or at least in the European competitive. I felt like what we had.
Who did Wenger leave up top? Was it Shamak?
Nah, I think it was Giroud. No, Giroud was gone. It was
because it wasn't
Lacazette and Arteta. I mean, Lacazette and Aubameyang.
No,
Oh, okay.
That's decent.
No, was it?
No, it wasn't
Yeah.
Aubameyang. I don't think Aubameyang came under Wenger. did he?
Wenger bought
Yeah,
Aubameyang.
he was. Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
He
Oh,
was.
yes.
And then
Yeah,
Emery
yeah.
inherited
Yeah,
him.
yeah,
And
true.
he bang goals for Emery.
Yeah.
Was Podolski still there?
No.
And then obviously we still had Ozil. We had
That's a capable.
we had a decent. I think we had Mertesacker. We
But
had
in comparison to Liverpool, do you think Klopp has left Liverpool in a better position than Arsenal, than Wenger left Arsenal?
They're chasing the title, mate. What are you doing?
It's
No.
not over yet.
But I sorry, just on that question. Obviously, you're asking strides, but no, go on.
I'm going to come to you.
Yeah,
That's
go
how
on.
I'm going around.
Yeah, I think certainly. I think Liverpool are in a better position now than Arsenal were at the time.
But don't be clouded by the position. Just in terms of their squad, I'm looking at the players that they have.
I'm just trying to remember it. I'm fully trying to remember it. That would have been the Mertesacker.
Mustafi was there? No.
That would have been.
Yeah,
that would have been. Yeah,
Mustafi.
What year was that? Sorry,
Mertesacker,
did
I
Wenger?
can't remember.
Ramsey.
Wilshere. Was Wilshere still there? No, I don't even know.
Wilshere would have still been there.
But essentially, you're thinking Klopp has left Liverpool in a better position.
I'm thinking
with a better squad.
because I remember that one was when we came out of the Europa semi-finals to Atletico Madrid. Like we couldn't even win the Europa. Like I'm just thinking we finished sixth, couldn't win the Europa, so we were in terms of the shape that we were left in. I think Liverpool's in a better shape.
Yeah.
Because, Wenger's last game, I'll just read it to you. He had Ospina in goal, Bellerin, Mustafi, Holding, Xhaka, Ramsey, Iwobi, Mkhitaryan, Aubameyang, Lacazette.
How can we forget that deal?
Yeah.
Who do we have? Like we have Evra,
Vidic.
Mertesacker on the
Was
bench,
Vidic there as
Monreal,
well?
Yeah, for
Okay,
Macy.
Rio, Tom Cleverley,
Maitland-Niles.
De Gea.
Welbeck.
Yeah, so I mean, with that squad that you just read out, I mean, Maitland-Niles is a decent player, but he was still young. He was still maturing into it.
Kolasinac.
It's classic. No.
No, you lot fought through Kolasinac when you first touched.
But
him.
I was hoping this wasn't a long answer because I still need to go back to Liverpool.
Sorry.
I just wanted to... it's good to see...
But basically, no, Liverpool was in better shape.
So Joey, to you, how do you feel about your squad?
Well, I think
without Klopp.
Yeah, I think I disagree because obviously a lot of these players are still unknown quantities. They haven't had more than 6 months or like in terms of playtime on the pitch.
Yeah, only unknown quantity is probably Endo, and he's even started to
No,
improve.
Szoboszlai is not
Gravenberch is unknown.
conclusion.
They haven't had a full season yet.
Yeah,
Gravenberch is a bit stinky right now.
Yeah, I was just going to say.
And the reason why I went around to ask those questions, I think sometimes we're very much focused on in like here and now, and we ignore like the history of how things were. If you look at this squad, I don't think no one even expected Liverpool to be where they are now.
No.
So squad-wise, as you started the season, you didn't think Liverpool were going to win the league.
No, I don't think
No one thought. Did you think Liverpool were going to win? Or did you think Liverpool will be where they are right now?
I did say top 2 to be fair.
You thought top 2?
Yeah,
okay,
but-
so squad-wise, yeah. So you are in a good place.
Yeah, we are. So I done a strides. I think when you might remember when Klopp wasn't doing well, and I think people were having a conversation about him potentially leaving or getting sacked. The one thing I said is he can't leave now because he needs to undo everything that he's done that last season and just basically leave the club in a good position if he wants to be a proper legend.
And I think he has because
I think he has
I
as
think
well.
obviously where Del Estrada's leading the conversation. I still think he left you in a decent place because the midfield rebuild. Obviously, we haven't seen it for a whole season, but we have seen
Potential.
Yeah, we've seen the potential in it. I think Szoboszlai, as much as he started off very hot, he teetered off a little bit, but he's still quality.
I think he was just exhausted, but we'll see.
Yeah. And Endo has shown a competence, a reliability. Gravenberch, like you said, I think he has kind of leveled out a bit. He does look a little bit, stinky a little bit.
Yeah, but I think he looks leggy as well.
But then you got this Conor Bradley that's kind of coming through. Curtis Jones, he looks like obviously like Liverpool, like in a system, like sometimes you don't actually see the individual brilliance of your players and how talented they really are. Curtis Jones is a player. Like you've seen kind of what he can do. Like
I mean, I've been only saying it for a hot minute. But what I will say is that this could also just be Jurgen Klopp's brilliant.
Yeah, it's true.
And that's
why I'm
I'm
with Sam.
I'm not saying that it's not a bad team, but sometimes you don't like. Let's say if Liverpool are not a Man City squad, there's a lot of players there that is you can see that Klopp is doing what Ferguson has done to those United players.
It's temperamental.
Where
No, I
he's getting
agree.
the best out of them. And if that manager comes in, you don't know.
Some of these
Exactly.
guys could wake up on the wrong day and just be shit.
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree.
Yeah. And like if Arteta was there, boy.
No,
I was going to say, in terms of Joey as well, important thing is that I think Liverpool, the way that they play, you can give a lot to Klopp as well. Because if you get a new manager, can he continue the way that you're
No,
playing?
I don't. That if a new manager comes in, I'm
Yeah.
not expecting us to play the same way. I'm expecting a new manager to communicate
His
what
way
he wants
of-
for the team,
yeah.
and to build a system that everybody now adheres to that system. That's
Fair.
what I'm expecting. I don't want anyone to come in and continue that.
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
think if we hark back to some conversations when Salah was potentially leaving, I would say, okay, I'm okay with that because we can't rely on Salah for the rest of our lives, and like,
True.
we have to move on and get somebody in. The sooner you do it, the better. It's like ripping off a plaster, innit?
Yeah.
The quicker you do it, the better. But at some point, we're going to have to change. So that's why when we were talking about Jurgen Klopp and people were trying to rush me about him leaving, as sad as I was, and obviously, like some people are saying, it's like losing a family member or whatever. But the reality of the situation is that he can't be there forever, and we've seen the teams that have had managers there for a very, very long stay. When that manager goes, it is very hard to recover from it. So I just make it's going to be a lot half as difficult as it was for Arsenal to recover or for Man United to recover.
So speaking of managers, what type of profile would you like to come in?
Well, obviously we've been linked with Xabi Alonso, who De Zerbi, and
What do you think of
people
Xabi
have been
Alonso?
talking about Zidane and other people. I think Xabi Alonso plays great football. In terms of what we have currently is very, very different in terms of the style of football. And I think it would take a very, very skilled manager, skilled communicator to come in with a team as well. So Xabi Alonso can't just come on his own because all our backroom staff the majority is leaving with Klopp.
Yeah.
So Xabi Alonso will have to come in with an adept team to communicate this to the players and have that relationship. I don't know what he can do. For me personally, I think Leverkusen is a completely different level to to Liverpool. And I think, Dele, you might remember we had a conversation about like Pep and stuff and going to the Championship and doing that. And you said, obviously, if Company can do it in a thingy, like we expect Pep to be able to do that.
Yeah.
We don't know about Xabi Alonso and his body of work. All we know that he's able to do it with Bayer Leverkusen, but I don't know if that's a transferable skill.
And we don't know that where he'll finish the season. It's
Exactly.
still halfway. This
Exactly.
is his first full season.
That's
So
true.
the other link that I'm more kind of gearing towards is, I don't think it's going to happen, but if it was De Zerbi, I'll be more, because I think I've seen him communicate stuff to players, and I feel like his passion for the games on match day is a lot closer to Klopp. Not to say that I want a Klopp regen, but I can see an easier transition there, in my opinion. And I know that when I hear this guy speak about football as well, I enjoy listening to him speak about football.
But with De Zerbi though, you know, like he's like such a tactical, like almost tactical beast. Sometimes he might even play with his tactic board a little bit too much. Like I don't know if that would mesh well with your Liverpool squad, in my opinion. I think De Zerbi is a good manager, innit? So I'm not saying he wouldn't be a good fit, but I challenge that he'd be better than Alonso.
No, I don't think it'd be better. I don't know for either of them. If I don't like, to me, unknown Alonso is more of an unknown capacity. I don't know anything about Alonso.
Of course, he is a bit of an
I've
unknown
just-
capacity, but he's also like he's got that affinity to Liverpool as he has to Real Madrid. I swear that,
sometimes though, that doesn't mean a thing, bro.
but bro, I
can
think
give you loads of examples where like former players have come back and they've been okay at another team, but they just
but
doesn't work
remember,
out.
this is we're talking about Liverpool. Your teams are your club, your everything about you.
You
lot
know,
is-
Kenny Dalglish, bro. He
Bro,
came
you
back
lot
the
are
other day,
mad.
bro, and he was thinking under Kenny Dalglish.
No, but Kenny, who did?
We did.
No, but Kenny Dalglish, that was what when he came back.
Suarez, that was the best thing he did.
But that's when he came
And
back.
Jordan Henderson.
Yeah, but bro, you lot got behind him though. You know what I'm saying? You lot are an emotional club. Like you lot you lot love that love story. You do, bro.
No.
That's
No.
that.
Well, you were holding Liverpool in an emotional club.
Yeah,
isn't it?
I don't know what he's talking about, bro. He's saying no.
I'm saying no as that trying to be the presiding character that we're gonna debate
but,
about.
bro,
that's because obviously we've seen.
Bro, that's one of the big things about Klopp. That's why Klopp is like Klopp,
No, but we've seen
Klopp
the
galvanizes his team with
the
that
tactics
emotion
have been
stuff.
there to match. With Kenny Dalglish, it was just emotions.
Okay, but
that's what I'm saying.
So if I bring it back
Zerbi's got the tactics and he's got the emotion on the
we've
day.
also seen that from what we've seen so far, Alonso, obviously he hasn't completed the season yet, but in his early tenure with Bayer Leverkusen, he's shown that he's got tactics. He's shown that he can coach.
He's not disputing it.
I'm not disputing that at all. All I'm saying is that in terms of who I can pick right now, looking at them and.
Yeah, I was just challenging that because you were saying you weren't sure, but
I don't know
you might have gone towards Deserbi first.
You're speaking. You don't know much about Alonso.
I just know that he's a Liverpool legend. I know what Liverpool are like. They love their own.
All it means, they'll probably give him more time. But
exactly.
I don't think Xabi Alonso. If he goes,
give him more time.
No, if he goes to Liverpool and he's not doing well, I don't think the fans will be like, oh, please pay for us. Just give him a.
No, they definitely will.
Give him more time than
Xabi Alonso.
Ole, but
you gave Oli time.
You gave Oli time. Oli was at the wall for a very long time.
I'm going to be honest. Oli I don't know, I can't speak on your behalf, but Xabi Alonso to us, I don't think it's the same as Oli.
In the sense that you hold him in high regard?
I hold Xabi Alonso in high regard for his footballing ability than his emotional connection to Liverpool. Whereas I think it's the other way round for Oli. Okay. Like his emotional connection and the magic that he did, people love him more for that than his ability on the pitch.
Oli was a baller though.
Who?
Yeah. Oli was a baller.
Oli was a baller. Alonso,
but compared to Alonso though.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think that's why people give him time because they think that this guy is.
I like Alonso. I've always said that if he won at Leverkusen and Arteta didn't deliver, that I would have shortlisted him.
But I don't know, that's crazy.
Bro.
I think that's crazy though because you haven't really seen enough.
Yeah, exactly. You don't really know.
I mean, it's a new point. I've said it many times.
I'm saying if he had won, if he wins at Leverkusen, it's not a case of he's shown that he's not only a good coach. He's shown it because so far I see that he gets the best out of his players. I'm seeing Xhaka that has played his best football with Arsenal continue that at Leverkusen. Do you know what I mean? And I've seen what he said about him, and he's likened him to Mikel Arteta. So we've seen that they're similar.
What about Bundesliga tax?
But yeah, I suppose we obviously you don't know how transferable it is. But what we do know about Alonso is he's played in three different leagues, and he's been able to deal with pressure. So why couldn't he do it at Manchester?
There's a different pressure in terms of managing and playing.
Yeah, but that's what I'm trying to say to you, Delastrada. Like if he wins, because I think I heard you muttering in the background, new toy syndrome. We was talking in the thing, but I don't actually understand. Like you're using it the wrong way.
No, I'm not using it the wrong way.
You're 100%. You're using it the wrong way.
The reason why I'm using it, I guarantee you, and I said it in the group, if Arteta wasn't managing Arsenal right now and he was doing
by Leverkusen,
even by Leverkusen, all you Arsenal fans will be screaming, he should be our next manager.
Listen,
now, let me finish. Now you have that guy in place. You're like, nah, he's the same manager that's taken Arsenal from being uncompetitive
8th
to competing in 4 seasons. And bear in mind, this is his first job. And what I'm trying to say, and I said this to Jonathan when Wenger first, not Wenger, when Arteta first came into the job, he was like, get him out. And I said, bro, what you have to understand with managers,
yeah.
I said, what you have to understand...
Arteta's had 4.5 years.
Let me just finish this point.
I didn't get to finish mine, but you jumped in with this.
Okay, finish your point then.
No, because you're pretty much near the end of yours.
Okay, so why did you interrupt then?
Because you interrupted me, but so I'm just thinking...
We did it tit for tat.
I'm just saying you can't expect parliamentary procedure all of a sudden. Like you interrupted me, I'm interrupting you.
Cool. So let me finish my point. So what I was saying to Jonathan is, most managers, maybe apart from Arteta, they have maybe 1 or 2 bad seasons, but they learn from it a lot. Conte at Bari got sacked or maybe got relegated, came back with Juventus or maybe our team picked up. Klopp with Mainz, done what he did. So I said, rather than sacking Arteta, let him have his bad experience because he'll probably go to another club and show you he's a good manager. So rather than getting rid of Arteta now, he's got wealth of experience that is valuable to Arsenal. I say, you know what, I've learned so much, I can kick on from here. But what you're more or less saying is that I want another manager to come in and you're going to do another rebuilding job and learn.
Who said there's going to be another rebuilding job?
So you think,
and just to pick up on what you said, why do I have to let him have his bad experience at my club? Fuck that. I don't need him to have his bad experience.
Exactly. You're missing the point.
I'm not missing the point you said, because you said, why don't you just let him have his bad experience and then go to another club, and then because he's going to go to another club and win, so just let him have his bad experience or what have you,
and go to another club. Don't sack him because he'll come good. Which is exactly what he did. He came good.
Bro, I'm not saying he hasn't come good, but in him coming good, he paused. Pause amnesty for now, yeah. In him coming good, yeah, bro. He's finished the best thing Arteta's done for me, as an Arsenal fan, as he has brought Arsenal into the top 5, as in a top 5 team in the Premier League, because I can't necessarily say he's a top 2, top 3 yet, because he's only done it one season. So I'm just going to say top 5 for now. Top 5 in the Premier League. He's given me a title challenge. He's won an FA Cup, but that was Emery's.
People need to stop saying that, because new managers come in and
I
they do
get
stuff.
that, but
I've never heard you use this argument against Arteta before.
But what I'm saying is factual, though, bro. Because
that same manager got sacked. But he's that same team to win something. So is he a bad manager or a terrible manager? Because that same manager couldn't do the same thing with the same team.
No, but it's like Mourinho, because Emery could have won the FA Cup for and obviously Mourinho could have won the FA Cup, but he got sacked. But he got sacked as well.
No, I'm saying he got sacked, so he wasn't doing something right. And he was there for 3 seasons. He didn't win anything.
We're talking about specifically about the FA Cup, though.
And they weren't being lenient to him as well, in my opinion, because he got a lot more time and leeway than Arteta got more time.
And he came after Arsene Wenger, so like it was a lot more hostile, a lot more volatile. What I am saying, and this is not to slight Arteta, like I'm saying he's done well, but also at the end of the day, it's like you can't expect me to give him the love that the love for something he has yet to achieve. Like,
but Strive, if you bring someone else in, right? Yeah, but what are you expecting, though?
Drayman,
this is why.
He's expected the league in 2 seasons with a new manager.
Drayman and getting cheated on, and then breaking up with a guy, and then going out with another guy and get cheated on again.
Bro, you lot are just
they're gonna get cheated on twice.
You're just talking loud for no reason. I don't actually understand that. Yeah,
I relax your nostrils.
No, because it's an annoying thing.
Let me hear you.
No, because like Mikel Arteta's had 4.5 years, bro. You're going on like he's had a year.
No, but the question is, what do you expect from him?
I want to go to like Del Estrada said.
We've still got the Arsenal segment as well.
Yeah. Cool, bro. We can just interlink. We could just interlink them, kind of thing. But I get what you're saying. But you said if it was the other way around, I'd be asking for Arteta. Yes, I would. If Xabi Alonso was here for 4.5 years and has done what Arteta's done,
but
I'd be like,
it's improvement. He's showing you improvement.
I'm not saying he hasn't. I'm not saying he hasn't improved. Where you man are making a mistake is Arteta has done a good job. That's where you lot are like you lot are losing me in terms of the common sense side of it. Because if Arteta has done a good job, then there's no need for a rebuild. It's not.
The question I'm trying to understand, because I don't understand that yet is what am I
expecting to win?
Next year.
Guess what? He wants to win with a manager that's young. That's new. He's not bringing a manager that's experienced.
Mr. Free Agent. Does
that make sense?
Is he talking to you? Because he was asking me. He wasn't asking you, Mr. Free Agent.
I'm a free agent.
You're talking with hella passion. You ain't got nothing to do with my club.
I'm not talking. I'm just
saying, bro, because you sound like really heated at the moment, and I don't know why.
Go on. I'm listening.
I'm just saying, if somebody is Arteta, why can't I expect him to win? If he's built up the team to this point, someone can come in. It's like a relay race. If me, you, Del Estrada, you, Marley Marl, Drayman was running a relay race. I start it off. Del Estrada takes it on. Drayman's got the third lap. He passes on to you. You cross the finish line. Let's say you cross the finish line. All I'm saying is somebody else can cross the finish line.
I've never disputed that.
Yes, but you're going on. So why does the rebound? Where does the rebuild come into play?
Okay, Mars has a question.
Because this is what I say. Because what I say for the past 3 months is that saying that Arsenal fans are entitled, and the reason I say Arsenal fans are entitled, Jay, is because I feel like Arteta is somewhat overachieved with the Arsenal squad that he's got. To have a title challenge last season and potentially win the league last season, that is massively overachieving. I think this season is probably a better reflection of where they probably should be, whereby they're still in the title race, but they're not running away with the league. Like, so for you to say like,
this guy's mad.
No, go on, finish.
For you to say you'd be happy for Arteta to leave if he wasn't to win the league in the next 2 years.
I wouldn't care. Like, if someone like when the news broke with this, we'll get to Arteta thingy. But my thing here is Arteta hasn't gotten past the 4th or 5th round in any FA Cup competition by himself. He hasn't done it. In Europe, has he even got to a quarterfinals in Europe? He hasn't done it. He hasn't done any of this stuff. All he's given me is somewhat of a title challenge last season
that you never expected.
Well, he expected it, but no, I didn't expect it. No, you're right. I didn't expect it. I expected top 4 and a trophy. That's what I expected. He gave me no trophies, but he gave me a title challenge. I said, you know what? I can give you a bit of grace there. So all of that, in 4.5 years, he's giving me a title challenge. Yeah, cool. All I'm saying is, bro, you've shown me a couple times, bro. Like when you should have finished 3rd. Yeah, January came, you didn't make no signings, my bro. Yeah, and then we finished 5th.
That was entirely up to him.
My bro, just let me, just let man say what man's got to say.
I want you to the back because we've still got other things to cover.
100%. Okay, but then we got to the thingy. January came, you finished 5th. I'm like, right, okay, you missed. You didn't finish where you should have finished. Cool. I wanted you out at that time. I was Arteta out, and then go on and Jay, man.
No, I was just gonna say. So, and fair enough. You're saying he's not done a job. We get him out. We can get someone else in.
I'm not saying that, bro. That's not what I'm saying whatsoever. All I'm saying is, on two occasions, he's failed to cross that finish line.
Right.
And I've asked the question, are you that guy that builds us up, that can build a good team, get us playing, but maybe you can't kick your objectives? When you're meant to qualify for Champions League, you fall short. Okay, you've now found yourself in a title challenge and you're 8 points clear at a point. Yeah? You don't win.
Yeah.
Okay. So now you're showing me that when it's time to when you got that last 100 yards to cross that line, you buckle.
You didn't have it.
So you just want to try something new.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm just saying maybe there's someone else that can similar. You see, when I talk about an Alonso, he's similar to Arteta. They have similar mindsets, similar principles. Maybe he might. I don't know.
One's a bit more of a winner. One's won Champions League.
He's got winners as a player. I don't know if he's got winners as a manager. But what I'm saying is, I'm prepared to take that risk to see. Because what I do know is 4.5 years. This brother hasn't won. I know that. So it's not shiny. It can't be shiny toy, can it?
Yeah, because what I was going to say is I think, like, based on those conditions, I think Jose Mourinho is probably the kind of manager that actually
someone else said that to me. Fuck Mourinho. He can never be my manager, bro.
He ain't done nothing to you, bro. Relax.
Sorry about that.
Because Alonso for me is like, you might as well just stick with Arteta. It's like
that's the point I'm saying.
That's exactly the point. Someone to get you over the line.
I hear what's
the profile manager is a Jose Mourinho.
I hear what Strives is saying.
Why is it might as well?
I hear all the points he's saying.
But why is might as well? I don't get the might as well.
Because they're both unknown quantities.
There we go.
That's all it is. No, but you know what it is? You're just a gambling. I think you're a gambling man.
I'm a gambling man.
What's known about Alonso?
Della, Joey, Marley. What is unknown after 4.5 years?
So what's known about Alonso?
So what's known? I said if he wins with Bayer Leverkusen, I will know he's a winner. Remember, my thing wasn't right now. I said, if he wins, I will have that guy shortlisted for the job. If he wins. So for me, then...
In Germany, against Tuchel, bro.
He's against
Hansi Flick or
Tuchel put them away out.
Pep.
Pep, yes.
I understand, but to topple Bayern Munich...
Tuchel. Don't talk about Bayern Munich. Think about Tuchel. Tuchel's been terrible right now.
I hear you. But what I'm saying is... Because
remember who Klopp toppled?
A big deal.
I hear that, and look what Klopp has been able to transfer from Dortmund, and look what he's able to.
No, but remember who he toppled. What manager he had to topple?
Okay, so what? You're not rating Tuchel now?
I've never rated Tuchel.
Bro, he came into the Prem and he won the Champions League. Bro.
I've never rated Tuchel.
All right, I get that, but bro, like he's still got.
No, but I hear that, but you get what I'm saying? I've never rated him.
Fair enough. You don't have to rate him, but I'm just saying I don't think it's as much as a gamble as you man are making out. If my man had won the league,
I think it's an equal gamble to be.
I think
I'll say equal gamble, but he's got experience first off.
You did say if he wins. You're saying if he wins.
If he wins, yeah.
So that is fair.
That means nothing because he wins the league in Germany.
Arteta's the right man for the job. I'll be honest. I would love if he left.
I'm not saying he isn't the right man for the job. But you know what? This is another thing. A lot of people get me like proper twisted. I'm not saying Arteta out right now. I'm the one that's here
You're
with
just
a lot of money.
Case he dies.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. I mean, I still now I have a bit of a hope that we're going to do something this season. I still think we can win a trophy. I'm probably one of the only ones. Then Estrada is the one trying to put a leash on me certain times, going, "Yeah, you man are you're too excited. I'm the one that's actually backing. I'm the one backing Arteta. I'm actually backing him. But I'm just saying, if he doesn't do it,
that's not backing.
I guess from our perspective.
One at a time,
I guess from our perspective, we know you're not going to win it, so we're obviously planning for you, accepting that you want him to leave, bro. Winning the league, bro.
All I'm saying is, as I've rated Alonso, I think he would have been a decent fit for.
I'm saying that to say this.
Yeah, but
You look exhausted.
Because I think this time it's Soy syndrome bullshit. Like I've just come up with this shit.
No, okay. Well, I think what everyone's saying is that to some extent they hear what you're saying, but the fact that you're asking for another manager who is really inexperienced to replace a manager who's overachieving is a bit where they say, okay, we're not really aligned with what you're saying. If you said you wanted a seasoned winner to come in to replace Arteta
and guarantee,
then everybody would be like, okay, cool, Strides, we hear what you're saying. But Alonso, even if he wins this league, it's his first season as a manager. He's still an unknown quantity. And who he's competing in Germany is very different to who Arteta, who in his infancy stage of managing is going up against Klopp. And as you say, in your own words, a beast of a team in Man City.
I think Arteta's going to be a world-class manager. I agree. I think he's going to be a world-class manager. I do think that. And I understand why you're saying, if you think all this, why don't you just wait? Because I want to fucking win. That's why.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
So,
that's
but do you think you're going to win with a manager that's not
this is crazy. And also, can I just say, you lot are being very rude, saying overachieving. Because
Arsenal did overachieve last season.
Arsenal's a good team, bro.
No one's saying that, bro.
That doesn't mean
Man City are better, and Liverpool are better, bro.
Exactly.
Liverpool's not better than Arsenal.
We are right now.
Based on what?
Knock it off, homeboy.
We're better than you, man.
How are you better than us? Based on what?
Darwin Núñez has got more goals than your whole team.
Come on, man.
Relax, man.
Relax, bro. Oh, that's what I'm saying.
You
lot are very rude. And when Thomas Partey comes back, you lot are going to...
Is it just like, I think it's just like the kid.
Okay,
Is it just like the
let's
kid?
get some order
You
back
guys
on this
are
pod.
you lot are rude.
What you say? You're waiting for Collins to come in and play ball, bro. Collins and Ponsa.
Anyway,
Yeah, let's get a bit more order on
what are you
this
saying
one.
about Klopp? Do you think he's top 5 Premier League managers?
All right, let's move on. That wasn't on the agenda.
I'm just asking. What, we're not talking about Klopp because he's leaving the Prem.
We're done.
Maybe we'll talk about it next week because he spent a lot of time on Klopp. But obviously, and Arteta as well. But
I just wanted to pick up Wenger,
as we're speaking of managers, because you was going to tie in Arteta and obviously the link between Barcelona and Xavi. I don't know if anyone's been following Xavi at Barcelona, but what do we think of him wanting to step down?
I feel sorry for him, man.
Yeah,
I genuinely feel sorry for him. I mean, last season, he won the what was it? Their Super Cup and their league.
Yeah.
And where is he now? He's in third. And now at the minute, obviously,
10 points behind her.
Yeah, they're having their form's not particularly great. But yeah, man, I guess these days it's you genuinely don't have any grace, especially at these big clubs.
No.
Like if you lose a few games, like your job is genuine.
Has it grace from the fans or from the board?
From the fans, from the media, from the board. Well, to be fair, I don't even think
There's
particularly.
fans like Strauss, that's why.
Well, United fans are very similar, so I can't even because I'm comparing it to, in hindsight, how Oli was thrown out the club. Like, because like in hindsight, Oli, man, comparing him to Ten Hag at the minute, like I would take Oli back in a heartbeat.
No. Hang on.
That needs to be unpacked.
Hang on. Stripes, take this one.
Wow, when Oli was at the wheel, bro, honestly, that was some of the greatest. That was some of the greatest times, bro. You lot couldn't beat us. You lot couldn't beat us.
Played some great football. We beat Man City a couple of times.
Just exciting football, like, and it was. You see, when you say Inshallah football, that was what Oli was.
Yeah, but you look at Ten Hag. Ten Hag can't buy an away win, bruv, at the minute. Like, and against the top 6, top 8. Like, his record is atrocious, bruv.
But why would you ask for Oli rather than, let's say, Mourinho or LVG?
No, you're talking about football players.
Just in terms of like if I was given a choice of we can snap our fingers and Oli would back in the club, I'll be like, yeah,
you'll take it.
I'll be honest, I would take it. Oli was kind of towards the end. He was kind of stitched up. I think a lot of I say a lot. Ronaldo, I don't think he was his signing, but you can't turn down Ronaldo signing. I think he was pretty much undermined in his last season in terms of like the direction of the club. And yeah, man, like why compare it to Xavi as well is because like these are low maintenance managers as well. Like these managers are people that have an affinity to the club, so they can come in. You can probably tell them, we ain't got money to spend at the minute, but yeah, do something for the club you love, and they will do it. Xavi seems like the kind of, in terms of if you identify what's gone in Barcelona recently, it seems like a club that have gone away from their old strategies in essence. And man.
But Barca spent loads of money, remember?
But when they
spent-
they also
spent a
had
bit.
that thing where they couldn't buy and sell
'cause
players
they
and all
spent-
that.
Remember,
crap.
they had to sell their media rights as well, and then they gambled on winning Champions League and all that kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
they've been in a mess.
So I think this decision, because remember, he decided to step down. He didn't get sacked.
Yeah.
So I think it's probably for the best, because I think the reason is that this club is, like Chelsea,
Yeah.
is quite untenable at the moment.
So what he said, he's stepping down because he thinks that's the best thing to do.
Yeah,
he doesn't
yeah.
feel like he's getting, like, he's a fan and he doesn't like the direction that the club's going, and he feels like if he was to step down and they got someone else in, maybe that might change the dynamic, because he feels like right now they're playing with a bit of tension.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, but what I heard is I read from what he said in his statement was that the media expect more, the fans expect more from this team, and I can't bring what their expectation is. So let me leave, and another manager can come in.
Yeah,
and to see, it was almost like let's see what happens, kind of thing, innit?
Yeah.
And we already know what's going to happen, bro.
Do you think he's doing it out of spite?
Yeah, a little bit.
but at the same time, he's also saying like this is his club, and he feels hurt.
That's what I'm saying.
true.
I
But there must
get
have
it.
been like a conversation between him and somebody where they're saying they expect more from you, but you're not giving me the things I need to achieve those.
Definitely,
things. That's what it sounds like from what you're saying.
Definitely from the media and the fans, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the media have been on him for a minute, and I think the fans have kind of turned on him. But when you hear the players speak, I think De Jong came out with a statement, and Gundogan come out with a statement as well, saying that they're backing him. So it's like it's tough being a manager, man. It's absolutely tough being a manager, especially when you haven't really got the. Like, he's paying 16-year-olds, bruv.
Yeah, it's
like,
mad.
It's crazy.
What's going on?
Yeah.
All the players are injured because remember they signed loads of players. What's happening to all of these players that were signed?
I'll go through some of their squads.
Yeah, 'cause I don't think they're dealing with a massive amounts of injuries. Yeah, man. It's the balance in the squad is.
So let's say, for example, so their squad, obviously, they've got Ario, I think that's the centre back. Koundé.
Araujo.
Yeah.
Are you listening to injuries or?
No, this is some of their players. They got Christensen, they got Balde again from the academy, Alonso, Cancelo, Romero from Southampton. These are what he's dealing
Jules
with.
Koundé. They got
Yeah.
Inigo Martinez who's a top CB.
Yeah, but he's
in La
he's
Liga.
injured.
Oh, okay.
De Jong, Gundogan, Roberto, Lopez, Yao Felix, Torres, Yamal, Rafinha injured, Victor Roque. Is he new?
Yeah, he's new.
He's just
Yeah, and Lewandowski. I know people see Lewandowski and feel like they should be doing much, but
You said João Felix.
yeah,
And then what about Sergi Roberto as well?
yeah, but he's injured.
Yeah.
But if you just compare that team to
And then
Real
sorry,
Madrid,
they got Pau Victor as well.
I'm saying, like,
yeah,
So what is it that they've just got injuries then? Is that what it is?
injuries, and he's having to play with these youngsters, and what he's doing, he's overachieving, but because he's meant to be old player,
He's Xavi.
he's meant to be Xavi, and it's meant to be Barcelona. Everyone else assumes that connection should be a lot closer to Real Madrid, but they're forgetting that Real Madrid have an established manager and they got like stars littered all over that team.
And they're investing properly.
Yeah.
Like, they're investing in, like, every season they're buying in like the best young talent in the world, brother. Man, Barcelona. I don't know, man. I just think they expect too much for him.
Sorry,
And they're
quick
going
one.
to find out next season.
Who was manager before him?
Koeman.
Koeman and Luis Enrique before that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you think it's a bad decision that he went to go to Barcelona at this time?
No, I think
But he
as Mark said,
he turned them down like twice before.
Yeah, but,
I
and
think.
obviously they had done all of this signing shit and all of this new craziness. Do you think it's like a bad decision?
but
Bearing that in
as
mind.
Miles said it, I think it's a thing of like, this is my club, and if they need me, I'm gonna come and do my best.
Yeah, Simmons,
But I think,
Simmons-
like with
Simmons
anything,
Ollie.
it's like the structure, innit?
Yeah.
Like going from the top, like it just seems like it's a mess there.
Yeah.
And I think they expect like an excellence that is not realistic.
Yeah.
Is not realistic. And you've kind of heard murmurs of that from even previous managers. I think even Pep Guardiola and Enrique's kind of
I know Enrique
spoken
said
to
that, but
the tiredness or
the
whatnot.
jury's still out about Enrique, in my opinion, because he's been linked with Liverpool too.
But I mean, the guys won a Super Cup. The guys got one.
And the La Liga.
Yeah, the La Liga. People will cheapen those wins and say, "Oh, it's because Real Madrid fell off and stuff like that." But I'm not.
win's
I
a
don't.
win, man.
Yeah, I don't like
Sorry,
that kind of
question.
stuff. But
Are you taking Xavi at Arsenal? Because he's won the league and he's played some good football with Barcelona. So
Overachieved
if
as well.
Arteta doesn't get what you want from him, would you take Xavi as well?
You know, when I first heard of the news, I remember thinking, you know what, Xavi, because Barcelona's like my Spanish team. I was like, oh, bro, you can go, man. You're 11 points behind Girona, but obviously Girona's got a game in hand. But when I did think about it, I thought, no, you know what, bro? Like, he's done well with all that financial pressure Barca's under and everything that he's had to negotiate, and to still come with 2 trophies. Or I'd be open to that.
And zero fuss as well. Like he's a real, like when you hear his pressers, like he's a real gent. Like he's accepting.
Yeah, I think with the support and the Arsenal is like a dream club to work for, bro.
Yeah.
You've got no pressure there, bro.
You've done some like linguistic gymnastics there. So what was the terminology you used for Alonso if he won the league? Does anyone recall? Anybody other than Striker?
I think he called him a winner,
no? No, if he won the league, what was the terminology he said on Xabi Alonso coming to Arsenal? He wants him. Was it?
I don't know. He's a winner. He's proven.
Because you said I'll be open to Xabi, but I didn't get that from when you're talking about Xabi Alonso.
Okay. As in the energy was different.
Yeah. So
obviously, the conversation.
It's because
the conversation was just different. I was a little bit more heated then, so obviously my language was obviously going to be reflective of that.
He was getting hot in the last conversation.
I was riled. You know what I mean?
Is that because he's not doing as
Ultimately,
well as Xabi Alonso, who technically would win the league and be coming fresher for win? And Xabi Alonso is not at the highest point of his career.
Yeah, bro. Look, put it this way: if there was news saying Arsenal's just signed Xavi to as a manager, boy, I'd be cool. I'd be calm. I'd be absolutely calm. Just as calm as I would be with Alonso.
If there was Xabi Alonso coming, you'd be calm and cool. Okay, yeah.
I'd be calm. If
he won the league,
Arteta didn't win anything this season. Yeah. My thing is, remember, my grace is only if he doesn't win anything this season, I'm going to be like, bro, you done sick, Arteta. Have it right, you done good.
But it's time.
It's time.
What if he doesn't win the league, or when he doesn't win the league and he signs a 5-year deal?
I'll just know what I've known for the last thing, that my club just don't have ambition anymore.
Okay, can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question? Do you think Arsenal have a better team than Man City?
No.
Do you think Arsenal have a better manager than Pep?
No.
Do you think Arsenal have a better manager than Klopp?
No.
So your expectation is for this manager to do better than the 2 managers who you think are better than him. And if he fails at doing that, he's not good enough.
And you don't count.
And
you don't respect League Cup, so League Cup won't count.
Let's say this.
Let's be consistent here, because he was wanting to pull me up on my linguistics, but he didn't want to pull up Del Estrada.
I didn't hear it. Sorry, my bad.
Because Del Estrada said, "Do I think that we've got a better manager than Liverpool?" Which I said no.
Squad.
But he didn't say squad.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? Because then when you balance him up, when you say Arteta is still a good enough manager, because he's on the trajectory to being a world class manager. I think Arteta at his level with the squad we've got should be finishing above Liverpool this season.
Do you know why
Arsenal have a better squad than Liverpool? Do you think Arsenal have a better squad than Liverpool?
I think Arsenal got a better team than Liverpool.
All 15 goals shared between your whole team. You think you've got a better squad?
Bro, why do you think I think we're going to finish above you? Why do you think I've got peas on it?
But you don't know.
What do you mean?
Because 2 weeks ago you didn't think that.
I didn't say he was going to.
You said before winning the league. You said it loads of times.
I said it to you in the group chat.
And then we conceded a goal and then you cancelled it. And then we did this Man City squad and you said Man City are going to win it.
All I'm saying is you're not finishing above Arsenal, bro.
Okay, that's what I just want to know there.
Yeah, but I didn't say you're going to win the league. I thought City was.
The reason why I didn't mention the squad is because Liverpool haven't won the league above Arsenal. It was Man City, the team and the manager. But obviously Klopp is a better manager than Arteta. Hence why I said you're asking someone who you don't think is a better manager than 2 people to do better than those 2 people. No, if they underperform, but...
I hear you, Della, but what I did think is I felt like I felt like there became parity between and obviously a lot of people think I'm deluded in this statement, and I understandably so, but I believe this. I feel like there's parity between the 2 teams, Man City and Arsenal. I don't think that there's much that separates them anymore with who they've lost. Yes, Pep is a greater manager and what have you not, but I feel like it's not as what's that word? It's not as
the gap is not as big.
Yeah, not even the gap is not that.
Not like a foregone conclusion. Basically.
Yeah, it's not like a. There's a word. What guy always uses it in the Schooner group. Like, but it evades me. But basically, I feel there's more to that meets the eye. Do you know what I mean? With Pep, how do you keep your squad motivated? You've been winning 4P. You've just done the treble. Like, there's so many different variables. I'm just thinking, with everything aligned, maybe your players maybe being a bit tired, maybe you yourself being a bit tired, these 115 charges on your head, whatever, maybe now's a good time. Arsenal's on that trajectory. We've got momentum on our side. We've got a young manager that wants to win.
Yeah.
You can see he's a winner. I think we've got a really good team. Maybe we can pit City. I'm not seeing Liverpool as the threat, and then they've shown themselves to be a threat. So it's like, wow, okay, we still got to consider Liverpool here. But that's where I'm at. It's not as simple as you're making it out there, where it's just like A, B, C versus D, E.
No, I know it's not as simple.
Yeah.
That's why I asked the question in the way I did, because if you're saying Liverpool's team is not as good as as Arsenal's, but they have a manager that's better than yours, so therefore it sort of balances things out. So that's what I'm saying. You're asking someone to out-cheat, to go better than those two managers in essence. And if they fail, they are flat. But let's not. Let's.
You are also forgetting that we didn't just start the league with Oli being in the Champions League and the Premier League. We was also in the FA Cup and the.
I'm not disputing that, but you can't. Not everyone can win everything.
Yeah, no, and he's showing that.
Yeah, and that's fine. Right, let's move on to the FA Cup. Obviously, Liverpool, after the emotional rollercoaster of Klopp announcing he's leaving, the first game that they came up against was at home against Norwich. So they ran out 5-2 winners. And naturally speaking, what was your? I'm assuming you assumed that was how the game was going to go.
Yeah. I knew we'll concede a goal. I knew we'll score loads of goals.
Yeah. And then obviously, so your next game is against Chelsea at home.
Wednesday.
And are you expecting, from here on in, are you just expecting the stadium to just always be emotionally charged?
100%, yeah, definitely.
And you think that will... So obviously, without going into depth again about the whole club thing, do you think that will be enough to push you over the line, or do you feel like there's some fans like Strives who believe that the emotion might get the better of you, or you have the opposite, that you can use that emotion to your advantage?
No, so as Trav mentioned earlier on, that we are an emotional club. I 100% agree with that, but we're other things as well. But one thing we are great at is channeling those emotions into positivity, especially when there's a good manager there as well. So I am expecting a charge. But again, we're in a title race against Man City and Arsenal, so I'm not expecting it to go rosy. And it doesn't really matter what's going on at home. Business is business, isn't it? So that at the end of the day, Chelsea aren't going to care about all of that kind of stuff. And I don't think they're a great team, but they do have this knack of making games against Liverpool very shit to watch.
Yeah. When you actually present that question as well, like it might be clever timing. It might be a strategy thing by Klopp
getting to push on, try and do it.
Yeah, get this because obviously, like, we all know, like, Anfield support is genuinely like the 12th man. Like, now obviously they know, like, they're still in 4 competitions. They might look at the previous time when they were in 4 competitions and they kind of run out of steam towards the end. Like, this might be almost like Klopp saying, all right, I'm going to put a rocket in there. He's obviously leaving, for sure he's leaving, but like, just the timing and announcement, maybe it's just like, all right, let me give them an added motivation, like, for the fans and the players. It might have been strategy from him.
But I think it's definitely a gamble, because it can go your way and it can definitely go tits up as well. So, I mean, there's credence to what you're saying and Strives has mentioned before.
Yeah. Other results in the FA Cup, so we won't go into in depth in some of them. Obviously, Spurs 0, Man City 1, Chelsea 0-0. Fulham.
Just a point, and Ange is good, man, isn't it?
I enjoy Ange, man.
I know they lost, but in terms of like it's
a good game to watch.
It's refreshing to see like teams go at Man City.
Dominated them there.
They dominated, but you could, like, Tottenham didn't look like they were having a madness. Like you like
so
a
they
lot.
Set up like how Conte or previous managers are doing.
Exactly.
But if they didn't have Richarlison up front, it would be a different question.
Maybe.
If they had a couple other players available, it's a different question.
Refreshing, man. Refreshing. Very, very refreshing.
I think Brennan Johnson was a bit wasteful. I think
Yeah.
Well, personally, I think it was a comfortable win for City. It was good to watch. It was enjoyable to watch. I know. I kind of see what you're saying with Postecoglou. I think I've said it in the past as well, but I personally think it was a nice, comfortable win for City. And
Comfortable, okay.
yeah,
No, because I agree with that as well. Because obviously, if they didn't have that curse of not being able to score at with London, they would have clapped loads of goals, man. If they had loads of chances,
and they had that goal disallowed, which was quite unfair. Well, not unfair, but it was just like a stub again, like that offside.
Oh,
goal.
yeah,
it was offside.
Offside though.
Yeah.
Then Fulham 2 and Fulham 0, Newcastle 2.
Good game.
Did you guys see the Newcastle first goal?
No.
The alleged handball. So basically, it came off. Grimares.
Yeah, that I didn't think that was a goal.
It was a goal.
No, but based on the rules of the game.
But based on the rules, it's a goal because if it came off Grimares' hand.
Oh, sorry, it's the person that scores.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a lot of noise about it, but I'm like, based on the rules, it should be a goal.
Yeah.
So that was Newcastle 2. Who else?
Big up to Maidstone.
Getting it.
Oh, sorry.
Man United, Newport.
Getting it. No, getting it. But yeah, okay, yeah. Ipswich 1. Maidstone 2. Read you out some stats. Ipswich had 78 possession, 38 shots, 13 on target. Maidstone had 2 shots.
2 shots.
Yeah.
2 on target.
Yeah.
Ipswich,
2 goals.
Ipswich were moving. They were absolutely moving. Sam. I mean, they who did they get in the next round? I
think Coventry or something.
Yeah,
they were sad about who they
They wanted
They wanted the big one. They're going to hold court in the next round.
They deserve the big one. No, Maidstone
They're gonna get it.
we're playing that Liverpool non-league football, man, and
That guy that fell out of the crowd, did you see it? When they scored, he fell.
Oh yeah, he fell and he rolled, didn't it? He rolled.
Yeah, into the bottom tier, bro.
But that's FA Cup for you, isn't it?
Yeah, similar to what Martin was saying. When I saw them stats, I was like, yeah, this was lucky as hell.
Yeah.
And another team's just going to pipe them, but
They hit the post. They
Stafford James.
Ipswich hit the post bare times, bro.
But Maidstone's run's been decent though, you know. I swear they've beaten a League 2 team. They've beaten a League 1 team now. Well, no, but they beat a League 1 team before. Who did they play? Was it Barnet or something?
I don't know their run. I just know they're doing well for themselves.
Yeah, like they've beaten quite a few decent teams, and now they've beaten because Ipswich is second in the championship.
Yeah.
Lion.
I think he done a similar run. Was it last year or 2 years? I think it was Boreham Wood.
Yeah,
They went on that good run. They beat Southampton. No, was it Southampton?
No, I don't know.
No.
Did you? Oh, sorry.
No, yeah, they beat a couple championship teams, and I think they had a couple run-ins with Premier teams as well. So
Did you hear George Elakovi's post-match interview? There was some real inspirational-ish, man.
I heard it briefly, yeah.
Yeah, well, what was he talking to? I think he was bigging up Africa, everything. He was bigging up that. Yeah.
Did he say Ivory Coast? He said Ivory Coast as well.
I don't know if he said.
no, it's Cameroonian.
He mentioned his country though, right?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I can't remember if he mentioned the country, but I know he bigged up. I know he said something about Africa. It was like a real motivational speech for everyone that's trying to make it out of the hood, man.
Oh yeah. Credit to him, man.
Sorry, Boreham Wood. They beat AFC Wimbledon and Bournemouth.
AFC Wimbledon are trash, man. They're the worst.
Money.
Yeah, they're no, honestly, if anyone that likes to have a little flutter in the markets, do not bet on AFC Wimbledon, man. But yeah, that was a good stunning FA Cup magical win for.
Yeah, they were saying it was like 99 places between them or something like that.
So, yeah, was it 98 or 98? Yeah,
something great.
Yeah, the keeper deservedly was man of the match. But yeah, then we moved on to, I think that was the last game of the FA Cup was
Man United,
Newport. Yeah, United. Went 2-0 up, and then it was 2-2. At that point, did you sort of feel like think there was going to be another Maidstone on your hands? There was going to be another upset, or you felt like you was in control?
No, I didn't think we was in control at the time when they went to 2-2. For sure, we wasn't. But I did think we would come away with the win for sure. I had a feeling that I had the feeling they would score. I didn't think they would equalise. Obviously, when Garnacho didn't square that ball, that guy's decision making is so terrible. But when he didn't square that ball, I just had a feeling like, oh, this could be the turning point in this game. And lo and behold, like they clapped that wonder goal, and then quickly after the second half started, they scored their second. But yeah, no, we looked in control. Yeah, I guess when you obviously play these type of teams, like you have you think that the state of the pitch will be the equaliser, and the pitch looked pretty decent. So when I saw the pitch, I was like,
right.
yeah, we'll deal with this team, man.
Anthony was still trash though.
And yeah, he's garbage.
Apparently, he found his level.
Yeah, he's absolutely like everything he does is just like
It's not good.
You got to be harsh, man. You got to go and assist.
It doesn't matter.
Bruv, he was better than
Yeah, that's
freaking
what I said, he found
Højlund
his
and
level.
No, but he was better than Højlund and Garnacho in that game, bro.
Maybe that's their level too.
yeah, he does. Yeah, it's just it's standards.
I
Standards,
guess
B.
I understand that Anthony's trash, yeah, and I get that you lot are tired of him, but like when a man has a decent performance, man, at least give him some credit.
But it wasn't. What I'm saying is, it wasn't decent. Like,
Nah,
But
yeah,
it was better than the other two that he was playing alongside him.
no, Garnacho actually played well, but it's just
like you said.
he makes bad decisions. Like I think Garnacho was probably one of him and Bruno was probably the best players on the pitch, but it's just Garnacho. That's that final
Killer
decision
instinct.
in the final third. But it was similar to Ronaldo because what Ronaldo had like Van Nistelrooy and Roy Keane like bollocking him like when he was making mistakes, and I don't think Garnacho is getting punched in the rib by
kicks like that. Boy. Huh? It's hard when you're scoring over kicks like that.
Yeah, no, I hear that, but in the same breath, like Ronaldo was putting Ashley Cole in his bum, bruv. Like, do you know what I mean? So it's like Garnacho doesn't have them. I can't see Bruno Fernandes punch him in the ribs if he has a madness in him. Like that fear of from a senior that we haven't got in the pitch.
What are you saying? As in that Ronaldo didn't have that fear either, or he had that fear?
No, Ronaldo didn't have that fear initially, but then he fine tuned it.
Okay, and you're saying he still hasn't fine tuned it, even though he's been in the team for a while.
Doesn't look like it.
Yeah,
not to me.
Yo, what's his face saying?
What, buying there?
No,
Kobe.
Rushtu. Who's that? The
Nah, yeah, you're taking the piss, bro. Do you remember him with the black marks on his face? Nah, yeah. He was okay. Yeah, his decision making at times again, but he hasn't played, so I can't even.
That's his first game.
Yeah, I can't even be judgmental on him, bro.
Crazy.
Because if you're out the team, how can you even get a feels for the buying there?
Was he better than Onana?
At times, he was.
Don't worry, us man sent him back for you still.
Yeah,
outside Nigeria.
Yeah.
Zoop.
Yeah, I know. He'll be back in the team, unfortunately.
Speaking of people getting back into the team, there was a notable absentee by the name of Marcus Rashford.
Yeah.
What's the story that he was out on Thursday
and Wednesday,
but apparently they had their day off, so he was allowed to be out, but he just didn't return for training on Friday.
Yeah.
Thursday he was allowed to be out. I don't think he was supposed to be on Wednesday.
No, because I think you're allowed X amount of days off before you have training.
I think Thursday was. I think he went to Belfast to celebrate someone's birthday or someone signing somewhere or something like that, and he just didn't
turn up
to training.
He called in sick the next day for training, which is crazy. And that's with this situation. I mean, it's like bro, like you've done this already this season, innit? Like you've obviously seen the wahala that Sancho has been having for the reasons about poor performance in training. Like, and you know that Ten Hag is a stickler for discipline. For me, it seems like he's wants out of the club at this point, because I can't see how you make these decisions where you know there's going to be cameras. You're posing in front of the cameras and doing celebrations that you're not doing on the pitch. Yeah, like it's all mad, bro.
It's mad.
It's all mad. So I mean, a lot of Man United fans are probably in the same boat at this point. Like he hasn't been consistent this season. He's got a new contract, and it definitely looks like he was last season. He played for that contract. It would seem he's got his contract now, and his form seems to have dropped, and now he's just down in tools, man.
It's a shame.
It is a shame.
Well, do you think something's happened where he's realised I'm not going to play for this manager, and I'm probably going to outlast this manager? Where like maybe they've had a bust up, or he's seen something in his manager to say that I know I'm not going to play for this guy. You can't really apply that to him, because Ten Hag has notably like been supporting him in the media. Like he's like said he's one of the best players at the clubs. He can't leave, and he was obviously starting every single game as well. I don't know, man. It's
a tough one.
It's just poor. My opinion. Put him up for sale in the summer. Try and get as much money from him as you possibly can.
That was going to be my question, actually. I was going to say, with this new regime coming in, do you think he's literally on borrowed time?
Yeah, I think with the new regime, I don't think you can afford to be taking a piss out of the club anymore. I think if you've got a value
Especially when you're on those wages.
Yeah, like you go, and obviously we heard what Berra's come out and said in regards to player performances and how they would view them at their club and their position. I think Rashford would fit into that mold at the minute, based on what we've seen. So yeah, man, sell him to PSG, brother, and then Mbappe goes, brother, and get some peas, bro.
Be good for our rebuild.
How much do you think you're getting for him if you sell him?
60, 70.
Nah, I think it'll be a bit more, you know.
He's not going to be 100.
But do you think?
Nah, it won't be 100, but I think it'll be a little bit more.
So another Prem club or outside of Prem?
Nah, I don't think you'll go to another Prem club personally.
No, I think he will. But I don't know.
Another Prem club?
Yeah, I think he 100% he'll go to another team.
Well,
But I don't know who would be willing to pay that money for him.
Yeah.
Arsenal will buy him.
I don't think so.
Arsenal by who?
Martinelli.
Rashford.
No, I'm not even taking the piss. You don't think Arsenal will buy Rashford?
No, I'm just asking. Why do you think that?
Martinelli, isn't it?
No, I don't think he gets in over Martinelli. Oh, actually, no, I don't think he gets in over Martinelli.
Do you not think he gets in over Martinelli?
I do, yeah.
Do you?
No, because he does.
On
He has
Rashford
too.
on form.
He has too much.
No, just Rashford.
He's too
I
on
don't
and
know
off.
what, I don't know what Rashford on form
Yeah,
is. So
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So maybe
He's
I'll
too.
think
He's
of
too.
Martinelli.
He's too. Yeah, he's too on and off, man. Like because he had that purple patch last season where he just was shelling out.
I think for what Martinelli does at Arsenal, stay out stay out wide. I think of Rashford under strict instructions about this is the only thing you can do. I think he's dope.
I would take him at Arsenal. Actually, I was thinking about it. I probably would have taken him at Arsenal.
I've heard a few Arsenal fans say that before.
I think I
He'll
would.
take it, but what, for the wages and the signing as well, he'll probably be one of Arsenal's highest earners.
I think he'll drop his wages, for
If he's willing to drop it, then maybe it's a
I think
different
he'll actually drop his wages.
conversation.
I don't
get
think
what you're getting at.
I don't
Man
think he'd
United,
go
bro.
to a Premier League club. Personally.
Why do you think
Nah.
that?
But if he's good for
He's just
Arsenal,
too
why would
affiliated to United,
why
man.
do you want rid of him at United?
I think maybe change the
Just
scenery.
not performing.
Yeah, I think it's
Not
more than
performing,
Rashford.
man.
I think it's the whole club in general and like the history behind it. It's
Yeah.
easier to just get rid of him, let him start, and you start afresh than it is to kind of fix that.
And I'm also not saying I don't want him to go to Arsenal.
No, I'm saying if you would
saying-
give him to Arsenal, or if you think he would get into Arsenal, I'm not saying you wanted to. Why wouldn't you? Why are you suggesting just to get rid of him?
I don't know. I think certain players they kind of oversell their welcome somewhat at clubs, and I think they sometimes you need a fresh little environment, fresh situation. I think-
Martial has done that. Rashford,
Martial will be out.
but I think
Martial,
Rashford, like,
No, you know,
if I was going to extend grace, he would probably be one of the players I might do so for.
I think he's just been in stagnant water for too long.
I
And he
agree.
just needs to shake it up and like just new environment, man.
He's been there for a hot minute under so many different managers and been hot and cold for so many different managers. I think.
And he's not improved his dribbling, man. It's not good enough.
What about Højlund? You lot had like 22 shots. He only had one of them. Like, what's going on? The
Yeah,
service-
you didn't get the service, bro. I'll be honest.
But then apparently Bruno Fernandes is meant to be this brilliant dude that the greatest playmaker ever. Like, what's going on?
It's not
It's not adding up.
It's not adding up.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm probably one of the only Man United fans at the minute that I'm got my microscope on that guy firmly, bruv. I'm
And Bruno.
no on Højlund. I'm not sold.
Okay.
I'm not sold at all. I think obviously there are a lot of people saying that he doesn't he's not receiving the ball from his teammates, but at the same time, like, is he making the right runs to receive the ball from his teammates? My thing is, when I watch him, I think he does all the wrong things out of position or out off the ball. Like, so he'll be jostling, and I think I've said this a few times on the pod. He'll be jostling with the defender, where instead of jostling with the defender, that shouldn't be your main focus. Like, your main focus should be trying to get in behind the ball, taps it, that thing. I think he just does the wrong things, and I think that is contributing as to why he isn't getting the ball as much from the rest of the teammates. Personally.
But the thing is, who else are we putting up there, though? That's the problem.
Oh yeah, no, that's definitely a problem. We
Just buy a
haven't
good striker, man.
yeah, we haven't got anyone at the minute. But yeah, I'm yeah.
I think like with anything, it's United rushing a player that we really shouldn't be rushing.
Yeah.
He's like one of those players, like you'd have like, for instance, if it was back in the day, you'd have your Van Persie, you play every game, and this guy is like your backup dancer. And
Yeah,
be like,
100.
look, you need to learn from this guy.
No, but I think the issue is that it's not Højlund necessarily, it's how much you've paid for him. So because you paid that much money
Yeah,
for
but
him,
we
that's
know
why you
we've
feel
been a
like you
stickler
have
in the
to start
market,
him.
bro. Man United have been like that. Obviously, it might change now.
But if you lot paid like 35 million for him, which is probably closer to his valuation, then I don't think you lot would be having as much of an issue with
But
him.
we were desperate, bro.
But I'm sure
People knew that.
if he's got scouted, you could have probably got someone as good.
Yeah,
if
no, for
not
sure.
better,
Yeah, for sure.
30 million.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, you could probably got Evan Ferguson for like about 50 million or something.
But even-
like,
even
I don't think he's that
Ferguson-
great, but I think he's better than Højlund.
But even Ferguson, obviously everyone was talking a lot about him, but this season he's been a bit quiet, right?
He has been quiet.
Yeah.
I think
He's been injured. He has been injured,
yeah.
but in the games I've seen him, he hasn't
good
looked
to me.
as sharp. But I'm saying if you're going to splash 70 million on either one of the two,
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
But
Positives on the match though, Kobe Mainoo.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
defo.
Always.
Absolute baller.
or
Like
is he
so,
playing against non-leaguers? Yeah.
No, listen,
No, but
listen.
still.
No, he's a player.
You,
Then.
you can tell, man. He's got the juice, man.
Wait, when you say he's a player, what is it? Because he does the basics.
He does the basics very, very well, and I think that's a sign of a good midfielder.
And he reads the game very well.
What's
as
the
well.
difference between him and, let's say, Stefan
McTominay?
Bajcetic? No, Stefan Bajcetic when he first started playing for
Well, that's
Liverpool.
your player. I don't really know much about him. I just know he's okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but in terms of
Is
like,
there anyone else that's not at Man United that has come in and played the game like him that you can say? Because I think I don't think he's doing anything exceptional.
But sometimes those things are exceptional. If that makes sense.
But especially when you're at a club like Man United that isn't doing those things,
Exactly.
But that's what I think. That's what I think it like 90% is. Because if he was at Arsenal doing that, I don't think there'd be as much fanfare around him.
He looks a fit. I personally think he can go to any team and still do what he's doing.
Yeah, no.
He can fit.
Yeah.
City, Arsenal, Liverpool.
Okay.
I guess there's just the key things you want to see from a midfielder in that position. Just being composed on the ball, being able to scan before you receive the ball, know what pass you're going to make before you get it, not feeling phased under pressure. Like he's good, man.
we forget he's a kid. It's the stature of the kid on the pitch.
His
like,
temperament.
And
Yeah,
what you're
exactly.
saying, Anthony doesn't do those things.
Oh, Anthony doesn't do half of what he needs to do, bro.
no.
Anthony's a fucking liability.
Sticking on United, your next game is Wolves,
Yeah.
away to Wolves in the Prem, and I think
Apparently, Rashford is going to be in contention for that game.
he probably will because he's got need. Not say. I won't say he's not needed, but he's got need to have bodies to be able to call it.
That's going to be a tough game,
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. It was because Wolves have been doing well.
Yeah.
Gary O'Neill's like you have to give him credit.
because they won in their game as well, wasn't it?
I believe
2-0.
so.
Two, yeah.
And there was a riot on the pitch.
Yeah. West
the
Brom.
guy with the bloody face.
Yeah.
Was that again?
You're sitting in the
we're away as well.
Yeah, away.
Yeah,
So, what are you hoping to get out of that game?
Clean sheet.
we need to win, man. We need to just win the rest of our games, man.
Yeah, I think we'll win that.
Yeah,
I think we'll win that. Like it was good to see like guys like Lisandro Martinez back.
Yeah, that's true. Big plus.
Casemiro back, obviously.
got a book in as well, right?
Yeah. Yeah, man. I think we're at the minute we're in a phase where we can't continue to use the injuries as an excuse anymore because
everyone has it.
Everyone's back now,
And Shaw as well, innit?
We got everyone back. So I mean, based on that, we should be winning. If we don't win, and we continue to be like look kind of dusty, 10 will be out the door.
Yeah.
So
100%.
I didn't watch the game yesterday. What were the goals you conceded? Like, how was your defending that you conceded 2
No,
goals?
the first one was just out the blue banger.
Yeah.
What a good goal.
Yeah.
Second one was bad defending.
You think it was bad defending?
By Varane, yeah.
Oh yeah, he could have blocked it.
Yeah, he could have blocked it.
You think so? Your starting two now is Varane and Martinez, yeah?
Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah.
Okay.
Funny enough, I'd actually playing Maguire. Funny enough, but that's
Over Varane.
yeah. Varane looks a bit for me. Then this is going to be a mad unpopular opinion because I know obviously how highly Varane is held up, but I think he hasn't looked.
But I haven't rated.
Me and Della have consistently said that that's not the right signing for you, man.
Yeah. No, he has in a United shirt. He has looked. He's definitely looked dope, but I think this season he hasn't looked as great. Like he looks like a player that is celebrating.
Something's gone on between him and Ten as well.
But he's
You can tell.
he's never been anywhere near to the reputation that preceded him. Not at Man United.
No,
No way.
United. No. No, I don't think so.
It's impossible, bro. Doesn't even require football. He's not been anywhere near the reputation.
But,
He's a shadow of his former self.
Yeah, I mean, but people say that. I mean, but he's a World Cup winner and he's also
Yeah, as in, but we're talking about his time at United. He's not.
Oh, is he not? Oh, okay.
Not his previous career.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
United. Fair enough. Yeah, fair enough.
Quick roundup of the upcoming Premiership games. So you got Villa, Newcastle, Man City, Burnley, Spurs, Brentford, Liverpool, Chelsea. We've talked about already. Unless you have anything else you want to add to that about that game.
Arsenal, you got a game tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Oh, sorry, man.
Arsenal plays what?
Yeah, Arsenal home to Forest.
First,
I don't know why I said Premier.
Where away?
Pick up of you.
Oh, is that away?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're away. Arsenal away.
Oh yeah, Arsenal away. Okay, yeah, but anyway, in terms of Arsenal, this might be the return of a certain.
No, Partey's not coming back. Arteta's already ruled it out.
Well, he's not playing. He's not even on the start. I mean, on the bench.
No.
Oh, what did he say?
He just said that he's not fit enough to to play a part, so he's not going to be travelling. That's what he said in today's press conference.
Interesting. So that means he's definitely not, because after Forest, it's Liverpool, right?
Yeah, I think he didn't rule him out for Liverpool though.
So
Yeah, but is that the right kind of game to bring him back into?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe just give him a couple minutes at the end.
Oh, so
why
yeah,
why don't you do? But would it make more
plays well
sense to give it at
against
least
Liverpool as well.
last 10 minutes?
No, I
against-
agree, but he said that he's not fit yet. That's what he said. Like, I'm just going by what because when I watched the presser, he said, yeah, he's not fit enough to be involved in the game. So yeah, there's going to be no Partey. Even though I don't know if it's mind games, because he's been like we've been posting these pictures all over the social media. Partey seems happy. He's had his baby girl now. So yeah, I was expecting to see him. To be fair, knowing Arteta, he'll probably play him right back anyway. So.
Or do you think he's giving him a bit of time because he's had a new kid as well? Maybe.
He's had more than enough time, man. I think it was weird though, because as soon as Ghana got eliminated from AFCON, all of a sudden we started announcing that he's been training and whatnot, man. That was brilliant work from us. But yeah, nice away. Obviously there was fitness concerns with Gabby and Declan Rice as well, so we're just waiting to see if them two are going to be available.
Heard back from that yet?
That basically is still kind of hanging in the balance. Like Arteta saying he's hopeful they'll be fit, but he never gave like 100% verification or indication that they're going to be definitely playing.
Is this a game they should be playing? If there's a question mark, would you expect them to play, or is it not worth just letting them start on the bench or something for this game?
To be honest, like I don't know that we are. Although we're coming off a really good win against Palace, we've also had a bit of a break. I think we need momentum. I think we need to win against Forest going into that game against Liverpool. So I think this is a game we need there, man. We can't. I wouldn't want to be taking chances with our squad or our team, our starting lineup.
Well, wouldn't you be taking chances if they're not fully fit and then you don't have them against Liverpool?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So yeah, I'm just hoping they're fit. But I mean, if they don't play, I think our squad is competent enough to deal with Forest, because Forest have got a lot of players out for AFCON as well. So they're not going to be at their strongest either. You know, so we'll see.
But Gabriel, obviously, you could just replace him with Kyrgios. I think Kyrgios is a capable defender. But I think in midfield, so let's say if Declan Rice didn't play, who would you have in your centre midfield?
It's probably going to have to be Jorginho, Havertz and Odegaard, isn't it?
Yeah. I don't think that Jorginho Havertz thing works.
Yeah, I know what you mean. But it might do, because if Zinni's playing, then Zinni will come in as well, and then them two will kind of dictate and the tempo of the game and play between each other. And then Havertz will do his Havertz thing, innit?
Yeah. Against a team like Forest, I think you can afford to, if you need to rest players, that's probably a game that you can probably rest them.
Yeah.
And again, if Arsenal want to win the league, these are the sort of teams they should be beating, and they can rest players and do that.
Yeah, I agree. But I think it's very important that we get a good result there, because I think it's a cup final against Liverpool at the Emirates.
Yeah. So that's
When's that game? Sorry.
tomorrow.
No, the Liverpool game.
Sunday.
Liverpool
This weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's on Wednesday.
No, Sunday.
Liverpool.
No, Liverpool. No, he's talking about Liverpool Arsenal.
Oh no, it's not this weekend.
Yeah.
No, it's Sunday. This Sunday.
Liverpool Arsenal's this weekend.
This Sunday.
Yeah.
Also, there's games this week, midweek.
Yeah,
and
yeah. There was a little break, wasn't there?
Wednesday, Sunday for the last 2 months, bro.
Right.
What are we saying? Is it link up?
Nick-
Link up to watch that.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Next
You're
Monday.
welcome,
Next
man.
Monday it's going to be a guard of honour thing still. Either way.
Well, we're watching it.
What'd you call that when we're coming to play?
Yeah, the carpet.
The carpet.
Yeah, you would have did a wax, yeah? It's all good, man.
We're almost at the end, but before we round things up, let's just quickly talk about the AFCON. So we're currently watching the Ivory Coast versus Senegal. I think this is round 16.
Yeah, around.
Yeah. But more importantly, there's a few Africans around us right now. So let's talk about Nigeria, who are
Rise or compatriots.
quarterfinals. Obviously, so Strives and Joe, did you expect Nigeria to get this far?
You know, I always expect us to go into at least the semi-finals on AFCON.
Yeah, but considering how poor of form that Nigeria were before going in, did you
No.
honestly bear in mind they lost Who did they leave before the tournament even started?
We were just drawing with everyone.
Was it Zambia?
I feel like we drew with Zimbabwe.
Zimbabwe, that's
Yeah,
it,
we were just drawing with everyone, just uninspiring results. And
bro, that game against Ghana for the qualifiers, bro, it's still in the back of my head, bro.
What was that? 0-0 and then 1-1,
Yeah,
and then we,
penalty.
yeah, bro, yeah, dead. Like Nigeria's. And what was crazy though is before that we looked like we were like on smoke, and then all of a sudden you just wasn't. I think what was it? It might have been the last AFCON. It looked like we was
embarrassing in that one, I think, still.
No, but I think we started strong, and then we just collapsed.
I'm not too sure, but yeah, Adam Lookman, man, he just looks. He's a good player, man. I still don't understand how it didn't work. What happened at Fulham? Because he was at Fulham and he was playing brazy, and then all of a sudden he's just at Atalanta.
I thought he was doing well at Leicester as well before
Leicester
they didn't sign
it
him.
was only Everton because Marco Silva signed him, innit, at Everton, and then he left. Then he got sacked. Sorry.
And wasn't it Silva that took him to Fulham as well?
Yeah.
No, but Nigeria's doing good in Africa, and they're surprising me because I expected them to just keep disappointing me. But especially when we drew with Equatorial Guinea to begin with, but then the way Equatorial Guinea's come on leaps and bounds, obviously they pumped Ivory Coast, who we're watching now, 4-0, and it made that draw look decent. Obviously they ended up getting knocked out by Guinea last night, but yeah, man, Nigeria's good. I think the defense has been quite kind of solid. Yeah, Bassey's been good. Yeah. My native guy Okong, he's been decent.
Ainer's been solid.
I like him.
Left or right.
At Torino, I liked him as well, man.
Yeah, man. And then who's the player is it Onyeka? Yeah, that's playing in
Frankie
front
boy.
of him. Yeah, but
right.
we've been quite solid. Like
was he injured or?
No, I don't think he went.
Yeah,
I think he didn't go. But let's talk about quickly a certain Mr. Osherman. So
he looked good against Cameroon, you know.
He did.
Yeah, he was
really?
You know what it is.
He looks like a pest.
Yeah, that's his style of play where basically he'll be dribbling and then you think you're going to get the ball and then he'll just get a touch and then you take him down for a foul. That's his style of play. And, using his like Inspector Gadget legs to just stretch and reach stuff that you don't think he's going to get. But he's definitely more of a pest than anything else.
Yeah. That's what it is, man. He was like, and he's pressing you extremely quickly, like just shutting you down, kind of thing. And every time I watch him for Nigeria, I'm wondering, because we were linked to him at Arsenal. I was thinking, okay, if him and Saka was both like pressing with that extreme, like rapid, it might be like how, you know, like when you guys had your Mane and your.
It can never be that.
I'm just saying.
Do you think he's a £100 million player?
No.
Yeah,
I don't think so. I personally, I've been put off signing him, watching him for Nigeria. You know what I mean? But I do think he played.
Frustration, innit?
Yeah, but I do think he played well against Cameroon. Did you see it, Della?
Yeah, I saw it. I feel like he played okay. I don't know, but I think maybe for the standards of AFCON, I don't think he looked busy. Like he was chasing everything down. But when I don't know.
It's a bit of lacking composure and refinement. Yeah.
He lacks a refinement for a £100 million player.
Yeah, I think we'll get to see him shine in it. I think it's more the defence that have been doing their thing.
And even when I'm watching, like, what sort of goals does he score? Osherman?
A lot of headers and good
and
tap-ins.
Yeah,
but his movement, because he's a pest, his movement is good as well, and his physicality is very, very good as well.
Would you take him at Liverpool?
Question: Ivan Toney or Osherman?
Toney.
Yeah,
I'm
Tony's
Tony
proven, isn't it?
Well, it depends on how much, I think, as well.
If Osherman's 100 million, okay.
Let's say they're both 70. Let's say they're both 70.
Tony.
Who you take? Okay.
Tony
but the thing is, Osherman's younger, and Tony's got that back thing.
How old is Osherman?
I think he's 24.
Yeah,
bro. That back thing ain't stopped Tony now.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, why do you think the back thing is an issue if he's played this long with it and is?
It's not.
I'm just wary that he said that it can just pack up on him at any time in that Steve Bartlett interview.
I think the fact that he raised it before anyone else, no one else has mentioned. I think it's probably not massively problem.
Bro, and imagine you had him, bro, like at Arsenal, imagine he banged goals and he won you the league, and then he said, "Oh, my back's gone." Bro, he done his job.
RVP. Yeah, RVP. That's
Done
what
the
you
job,
do.
bro.
Yeah, I'll take Ivan Toney as well.
Yeah,
I've never really been sold in Osimhen.
Yeah.
No, I like him though, man. I do like him, especially in Italy. And when I watch Napoli in Champions League, he does look like a good player, and he gets goals, bro. He gets loads of goals.
It's true, he does.
The only thing is because it's Italy, and I know Lukaku can score.
No, but in Champions League though, bro.
He, for me, he just has that Darwin Núñez sort of vibe, which is like, you're meant to be better than this.
That's probably why. That's probably why Joey's taking up for him at the moment.
Technically, I should be in his audience, shouldn't I?
I mean, either way, he's banging more goals than the Arsenal forward line combined, man. That's all that matters at the end of the day.
Who's that, Darwin Núñez?
Can I ask you a question?
You know
No, I'm
what?
talking about Osimhen.
Højlund's got more goals than Jesus.
Who has?
Højlund. I was surprised at that. Actually,
Let's say he's got 3 goals.
I don't know. I just know Højlund's got more.
What in what season or in Prem?
Season? I think in the
Because in the Prem, I think Jesus has got 3 in the Prem.
Okay, Højlund's got 2. It all comes for sure.
All comes.
Yeah.
But then
This time last
Jesus
year,
has done
how
a bit in Champions League as well. I don't know exactly off the top.
He had 5.
So it's
He had
Højlund.
5.
Højlund's got 4, right? Or,
Yeah, maybe. It's good.
He had 5 in the Premier League this time last year by Christmas, wasn't it?
Yeah. But to be honest, like when it comes to Jesus, like I've always thought that Jesus was gonna do this. To be honest, so that's why I've always wanted a striker. Like, I think he's good and whatnot, but I never believed he was going to be our goal scorer. So yeah, that don't surprise me, to be fair. Cool. But we got Angola. Sorry, just before you move on, Angola's. I don't know if you man have been watching AFCON much. Angola looked dope the other day. Like they won 3-0 in their game against. Was it? I can't remember now. The names evaded me, but their goals were dope. Like Brazilian-esque, the first one. The second goal they finished was dope. Like I think they're going to be real underdogs. I think it's going to be a tough game, you know.
Yeah,
Angola versus Nigeria.
Is that who Ronaldinho is supporting? Is that Angola? Oh no, Congo. Congo.
Oh, is that
He
who
said he
supported?
supported.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, Namibia, wherever it was.
Oh, was it? Is that
Yeah.
yeah. But the goals were dope, so still. So yeah, I think it's going to be a nice game.
Angola and Equatorial Guinea, they're like under 21 Portugal teams, the ones that never made it past that
And
level.
then Cape Verde.
And Cape Verde, a couple of them, but the ones that never
made
made it.
won today. Still, they won 1-0.
Yeah, the ones that never made it to the first team national team all will go to Angola, Equatorial Guinea, all the black.
And must be Cape Verde as well.
Yeah, 100%.
Because they're a Portuguese colony as well.
Yeah.
All right, let's wrap it up there, guys. As usual, listeners, it's time for us to do our back pages. And this is where we shine light on players, managers, teams, or in this case, maybe countries that have done well this weekend or this week. I'll start from who wants to go first.
I'll go first.
Miles?
Yeah, I'm going to go for Xerxes, plays for Bologna. As mentioned earlier, I took a visit to the San Siro.
Just to go and watch him play.
Just to go and watch him play, yeah.
I respect that.
Went on a scouting mission. And yeah, man, after last week of saying, like, I'm not sure about this guy, he's good, man. He's a good player.
In what sense? Like, what did you see?
He's composed. He was all over the pitch. He plays at his own tempo. He kind of sets the pace for the rest of the team. Scored a good goal. Could have scored another decent little goal. Good player.
Like Zlatan-esque, is he?
No, because Zlatan is a bit more of a bully. I would say a bit more physical. Who would I compare him to? I don't know. He just kind of just glides around the pitch. And he took his goal pretty well. So
Could he do well in the Prem?
I think so. Yeah, I think he would do well. Tony-esque. Yeah, Tony-esque, because he was kind of bossing the opposition as well. Yeah, man, good player. Zerxes, that's my guy.
Dre?
Maidstone, just because FA Cup beat Ipswich. Beauty of the FA Cup, really. I think we have to just give it to the whole club just for achieving.
Not the manager, no? Don't want to see Black Man shine?
Nah, because obviously you read out the stats. It was
No, I'm saying you don't want to see Black Men shine now. The one time you had your chance to do it.
as a whole, man. Come on, you got to give it to the whole club, man. I just don't think it's a selective individual. I think it's a team effort. So big up the whole club, Maidstone.
Yeah. Jerry, I mean, Stripes?
Yeah, I was going to give it to George Elakobi, the manager of Maidstone, just obviously for Maidstone's achievement and for his great interview. But where J-Man's covered them, I'm just going to give it to Gotta give it to Jurgen Klopp, man, for stealing the for stealing the headlines, man. Stealing the headlines. I think he's we're gonna miss him in the Premier League. As much as I'm glad that Liverpool are gonna be without him, I think we're gonna miss him. He's given a lot to the club. He's given a lot to the game, and he's the only manager that's been able to topple Pep Guardiola's freaking reign of terror on the Premier League, man. I'm hoping Arteta can do it this season, but Klopp's got the T-shirt, man. Yeah, man. I just want to give him his flowers, man, and wish him all the best. I'll hopefully never see him again unless he's managing Arsenal.
Yeah. Jerry?
Yeah, honourable mention to George Ilakobe, but yeah, Jurgen Klopp, man, he shut down the world of football for a good 5-6 hours, and obviously people went home to cry. Not me. I was already home, so I just cried here. But yeah, man, every show comes to an end, and looking forward to see how we develop as a team after him.
Yeah. So my back page is honourable mention to Jurgen Klopp. I know I gave him a bit of disrespect at the start of the pod, but yeah, shout out to him. But my back pages goes to I don't think Jerry Barton's going to like this, but it goes to a certain lady called I think Mary Louise Etta.
If you're going to say Luca.
No, Mary Louise Etta. So she's the assistant coach for Union Berlin, and their manager got suspended because he had an issue with Bayern Munich where he pushed Sane in the face.
Oh, yeah, that was crazy, bro.
So he's suspended for 3 games, and in his absence, she managed the team, and she won. So I think
lovely.
she's the first woman to win in men's football.
The first, wait, hang on, that's not right.
The first woman to coach a men's team and win.
But
A professional men's team.
but she's an assistant manager.
Yeah, but she still coached the team and won.
But she's an assistant manager.
But she still coached the team and won.
But so when
Hey, Joey.
No, hang on.
Joey Barton.
Joey. No, because my thing, yeah, when Ange Postecoglou is in the stands, yeah, and the team win, they never say that, this assistant manager won the game, do they?
I hear what you're saying.
So what we say, we're moving the goalpost. That's what I'm saying. I just want to state the facts.
Of course, we'll do that on certain occasions. So
Okay,
yeah,
fair.
my back pages goes to her. So yeah, big her up.
I'll tell
Well
you,
done.
sis.
Well done.
The feminism movement weren't like that. They want equality. If you would have moved the post for the man there, they would have want the post moved for them. Still, I see what you're saying, Joey. Still,
I want the best for my ladies.
Yeah. Cool. That's it, listeners. Thank you for listening. We'll be back again next week.